Hey everybody, I wanted to do a 1-year review of the CFMOTO CFORCE 500. This is where it all started right here. This was my very first. Alright guys, sorry about that. It was super windy down by the lake, so we're going to start this video over. Like I said when I opened it up, this is the very first CFMOTO that I ever bought at Main Street Cycle a little over a year ago. I think it's been about a year, 2 months, year and 3 months. And it was awesome. I was so impressed by it that I went ahead and got the CFORCE 600 as soon as it released. And I had a ball on this one. My wife ended up taking over this one for a little while. And then I ended up selling it to my best friend Dustin, who he manages this church camp, and awesome place. I love it here. But he manages it, and he has put this CFORCE 500 to work. He pulls a trailer with it, like a 5x8 trailer, to, you know, just haul different loads of like limbs, or if he's cleaning up, moving stuff from cabin to cabin, whatever the case may be, he puts it to work. And so it doesn't have a ton of hours, because Dustin doesn't do a whole lot of recreational trail riding with it. He has definitely hauled some deer with it. He's had blood all over the back of this thing from carrying deer. He loves hunting, so he uses it for hunting as well. And he hadn't had a lick of problems with it. He's got the system 3 HCM 310s 28s with wheel spacers. This was the setup that we used to run on our 2020 CFORCE 600, and the 500 carries it great. These are pretty heavy tires, but the CFORCE 500 handles them just fine. We did put a clutch kit from Main Street Cycle on it, and it is held up great with that, no issues. It still has the original belt from the factory on it. It's got this Warrior Riser snorkel kit that I installed on it, and that gas tank storage bag that Dustin uses a whole bunch. That was that CFMOTO bag I did a video on a little while back, and I like that LED bar that Dustin installed on here as well. It's a great looking machine. I know it's dirty right now, and it's too cold to clean it up for the video, but just goes to show you that it has been being rode, and if you cleaned it up, it would look just like it did. Well, maybe not just like it did when I brought it home, but it still cleans up very nice. Like I established before, no issues. The brakes still work good, so those are the original brake pads. It's been being maintained. The oil and all is good in it. No wheel bearing issues, no bushing issues yet. Just everything's good on it. So holding up great. You know, I was real skeptical at first, just like a lot of you have been, before I pulled the trigger on this CFMOTO over a year ago. But man, I'm glad that I did. My buddy, another one of my best friends, Nicholas, he has the 2018 CFORCE 500, and his dad has the 2018 CFORCE 400. You've seen clutch kit videos on both of those, and both of those machines are still doing excellent. And so those are, you know, have a lot more hours on them, a lot more miles, and they're still holding up great, no issues. Nicholas has had to replace a battery on his, and that's it. So very impressed. I'm glad I went with the CFMOTO, and you know, as you know, I now have 2 CFORCE 800s, looking to get a CFORCE 1000 to show y'all its capabilities, and show you if it's worth getting it over a CFORCE 800. And looking forward to doing all that for y'all. There I go saying again. I hope I haven't said it too many times in this video. And please excuse the wind noise. I'm trying the best I can. I don't have my GoPros with me today. But I really don't have anything negative to say other than, remember on the 2020 models, it was having the Evap issue. Well, this one was having that issue as well. We did the Evap delete. But listen, if you were looking to buy a 2021 model, CFMOTO fixed the Evap issue, the fuel system issue on the 2021 model. So and if you have a 2020 model and you're not having any issues with it, then don't worry about it. But this one, we did have to do the Evap delete. If you buy a 2021 model, they redid that system and it works excellent. No issues, no complaints out of any of the 2021 500 models. So if you're wanting a CFORCE 500, don't hesitate. Get one if you can. If you can find a dealership that has them in stock. I know that Main Street Cycle is keeping, as soon as we can get them in, we're getting them prepped and ready and getting them sold. So we have we do have a good bit more inventory than most other dealers. So I mean, I really say that Main Street Cycle is worth the drive if it's not too far for you. And hands down, the best mechanics, I believe. They got the best shop there is, and best people in the parts department and sales floor. Just some great people. Really love them at Main Street Cycle. But the CFORCE 500, awesome unit. Hopefully we can get Dustin out to do some more recreational riding and put some more miles and hours on this thing. But for what he uses it for, I believe this 500 is going to last him a long time. So I'm very happy about that. Very, very glad that he was the one that bought it from me. So I still get to see it and I still get to ride it. So that's nice. And it's just a good unit. Overall good unit. We also have here right now one of my other good friends, one of my best friends, Cody. He has the blue 2020 CFORCE 500s, and not too far from here, another best friend, Tyler, has the 2020 CFORCE 600. So we'll be doing videos on those, keeping you up to date if we have any issues. But most of the time you notice that we just post a lot of how-to videos, how to maintain and how to care for your machine, as well as just some fun ride footage, because that's what we get to do with these things. There's not a lot to worry about with them. You just take care of them and they'll take care of you, and you can have a great time. Best value on the market, hands down, with all the accessories and the stuff that comes standard on the CFORCE lineup, as well as the Z-Force and the U-Force. So I honestly have sat down and tried to pretend like I was going to buy a different brand, and I'm sorry, I was getting a phone call. I've tried to sit down and talk myself into buying another brand just to do it, and I just cannot make sense of spending that much more money for the equivalent machine. I just can't do it. By the time you add everything that CFMOTO includes on their machines, you're spending $2,000 more for a Honda 500 with power steering, independent rear suspension, and a winch. You have to spend so much more money for a Polaris in the same class, for a Can-Am in the same class. And yes, if CFMOTO was junk, it would be worth the money to buy Can-Am or buy Polaris or Honda or Yamaha. But now that we have seen how these CFMOTOs have held up, and we're not having to constantly take them to the shop. I'm rambling, but just letting you know, after a year and 3 months, I have no regrets. So Looking forward to having more CFMOTOs in the future and showing you their lineups and showing you how to take care of them, even some accessories. So good stuff coming in the future. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for giving thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you to my patrons. If you want to support this channel, go down the link in the description and you can do so. But as always, guys, God bless y'all. We got some cool things coming up. Hopefully we're going to get to do some riding with some of you across the nation this year. We're going to try to make a couple trips to different places, trying to get up with some of the other YouTubers with CFMOTO, and going to be doing some stuff with Justin, the creator from YouTube. He makes some epic videos, some really good quality videos on the CFORCE 950. Looking forward to that. So cool stuff coming your way. Y'all stay tuned. God bless y'all, and we will see ya in the next one.